Hi, my name is Thomas and you're watching Casual DIY channel. In today's video we'll be checking out the cordless combi drill from Hikoki, which used to be Hitachi in the past. So check out the video. As you can see, the drill comes in a nice plastic box. So let's explore what we've got inside. Obviously, we've got the drill itself, instructions, so it actually comes with 2 batteries and a charger. So let's talk about the features of this drill. Obviously it comes with 2 batteries and that's always a good bonus there. Both of them are 18 volts with 3 amp power. Now let's talk about the drill itself. It seems to be really well made. It sits in your hand quite good. The plastic, the rubber is actually quite nice as well. It's definitely not a slippery material, so if your hand's gonna get I don't know, wet or sweaty or something like that, it still should sit quite well in your hand. Obviously you can change the rotation of the drill left and right. One niggle with that, the switch, it seems to be a little bit flimsy. It's not really, it's just wobbling around there, and I can see myself just pressing it by mistake, to be absolutely honest with you. Taking out the battery, obviously that's simple. You've got 2 buttons on each side, press, hold, and the battery comes out. When the drill is in use, obviously you've got the lights. Always a cool feature there. If you need it, it does come with a strap. Obviously this drill is actually brushless and does say that at the back of the machine, so that's supposed to be a really good feature for this drill. It should increase the lifespan of it basically. The drill itself comes with a metal chuck, with I think it's a fantastic feature there. To be fair, it just speaks the quality basically. So let's lock a drill bit in it. Nice, easy and simple. Runs fantastic. Obviously this drill comes with 2 settings for the speed, low and high. Low is simple, you can use it for screwing something in, whereas high is for your normal drilling. On top of that also comes with 2 options there. A as a drill, as you can see there, and it does have the impact driver as well in it, so that's quite cool. Torque speed from 1 right up to 22. So that's quite a wide range there, so there shouldn't be any issues with screwing or driving anything through. All in all, it seems to be quite well made. The plastic and the rubber that actually surrounds the whole drill seems to be really well made. So let's give it a spin, let's see how it performs. Okay then, so I've prepared obviously some wood that we're going to be trying the drill on. And as you can see, a variety of bits and pieces. So obviously we're going to be using some really long screws to see how the driver side of this drill actually works. These are 10 centimeters long, so that's nearly 4 inches. Obviously a normal drill bit. Then we've got a plug cutter. That would be interesting to see how it goes with that. We're going to try to cut some bigger holes. Forstner bit, a monster Forstner bit. This one is, let's have a look. This one is 7.5 centimeters wide, so that's a proper beast. And obviously some hole saws. As you can see, this one is really big as well. That's 9 centimeters. So it will be very interesting to see how it copes with all that. First of all, we'll have a look how it performs with the screws. And as you've seen, there's absolutely no issues whatsoever. So let's take it out. In the next test, we're just gonna drill some holes. So as you've seen, I've drilled 4 holes and the last 2 it stuttered, so basically it stopped. That could be down to the wood itself, could be down to the drill bit I've been using. It's 8mm in thickness, so it's quite a large drill bit, but still it should perform a little bit better, I think. So let's put it to the test and let's drill some bigger holes. So as you've seen on this occasion, it actually managed quite well. Obviously I had to stop a few times to actually get the shavings out and use my vacuum. Maybe it actually gave it a few seconds to recover, I'm not sure, but I had no issues in driving that bit into that wood. And as you can see, it actually went quite deep because it went on 9 centimeters, so that's actually not too bad. So I'm surprised why the drill bit was staggering and this didn't. Okay, let's carry on with the tests. And next on the agenda, we've got the Forstner bit. This one is 32mm. Right then, so let's see if the drill can actually handle the large Forstner bit. Let's see if we can do any damage to this 2x4. So as you've seen, obviously that didn't happen. A couple of reasons. Well, this is basically too big. It's not designed to be used with a drill driver like this. But I just wanted to check it out anyway to see if actually it manages to do anything. As you can see, it didn't. Next, it's time for the hole saw. Let's see if we can actually cut a hole with this. And that was the maximum depth, as you can see there was no issues. So let's get crazy one more time. As we've used the massive Forstner bit, we're going to use a massive hole saw. This one is, as I mentioned before, 92mm in diameter, so this is a pretty big beast. Again, this is not designed for a drill like so, it should be used on a pillar drill or anything like that. But let's have it a go and see if it actually can cause any damage to the wood. Let's have a look. And that's the maximum depth. So quite impressed with that actually, to be absolutely honest with you. I wasn't expecting that to go through the maximum depth. So it all depends on what bits you're using. I've got only one more bit to use, that's the plug cutter. Let's see how it performs with that. Like a dream. And there you go guys, a bit of testing on this combi drill from Hikoki, other known as Hitachi. Why they changed the name, I've got no idea. But all in all, it seems to be a pretty well made tool. Obviously the whole pack comes with 2 batteries, 3 amps, so that's quite a lot. Obviously the charger and the body itself. On Amazon that's around 200 British pounds. So it's definitely not the cheapest tool, although you can feel the quality how it's been made. And as you've seen on the test, it's actually done pretty well. Obviously some of the bits that are designed for drills like so, for example the monster Forstner bit, other than that it actually done pretty well. But obviously guys, this is a brand new tool, and how it's going to perform in the future, well, we shall see. So far I think it's a fairly decent tool, but I'm not blown away by any of the features. Although it's a combi drill, so the main feature is, will it last and will it do a good job over time? And you can be sure of I will make that update for you later on down the year when I've actually worked with this drill a little bit more. One thing that I want to check is how it's going to stack up against my cheap drill from Tekpo and even cheaper drill from Einhell. So if you're interested to see how all of them three will perform against each other, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet, as this video will come sooner than later. But that is all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, thank you for your time, and I hope to see you on my next woodworking adventure. Till then, take care.